Discover,
Not really. A debit. What's in your
Discover
wallet?
and Capital One.
I went to the
Is that-
fucking
What about it?
dispensary. I went to the fucking dispensary today, man, and like you can use your debit card, right, but not a credit card. So using my debit card, and like their system's like all fucked up, and she's like, "Are you sure that's a debit card?" And I'm like, "Well, that's what it says on the front right here, yeah." Like,
Just go by what I see.
Starts with a D, dumbass.
right.
Yeah,
Enter your
we're,
pin.
Weed, please.
We're
Thank
recording
you.
right now. I don't. Are you cool with that? You want to restart? Because we are
Absolutely
recording.
not. No, leave that in, please. I believe in transparency and weed
Here
for
we
all.
are.
Transparency and weed for
AfterWhores.
all. Especially, so I think that this is a good time to point out that Easter Sunday is also 420. Just
Hey.
It is. And hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, Jesus ain't gonna be the only thing rising.
Hey.
Yeah, my blood pressure while I'm with my kids and my parents.
Gotta go find the bags.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking Bob Dog, my man.
Do you have to do like the double family dinner thing, or do you like?
It's my grandparents and my parents and then my kids, and then it's like a 2-hour drive each way. Hopefully grandma's not listening to this. Sorry, grandma.
Let's just get on to the AfterWhores podcast.
Everybody's got fucking food allergies.
Bob Dog's not coming anymore.
Everybody's got their fucking food allergies, so you got like gluten-free, you got like salt-free going on. Like, what the fuck is wrong here?
There's like a fish dish for the vegetarian or something.
Yeah, I mean, we got it all.
Everyone gets a cucumber or a fucking T-bone. Which do you want?
I was gonna say, just make fucking mashed potatoes and call it a day. You know what I mean?
That's the easy way out.
The good thing about mashed potatoes is you can fuck them too. But anyway, AfterWhores episode 4. Welcome everyone. We have a very special guest. I was gonna wait to introduce him, but I can't. JensenBoy, how the fuck are you, man?
What's up, guys?
JensenBoy, welcome to the show.
Electrifying.
We First of all, I just wanted to say the memes that you've been posting. Have you been creating them?
Yeah, I just use ChatGPT.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter what you could use. Fucking, you could literally paint them with your cock. It's beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
Yes.
They're awesome. I love them.
A small tear comes to my eye each time I see it pop up.
Good.
Whoa.
Some people hate it.
Hey, I could say that.
Some people calling me like all sorts of things, so, but I don't really care.
Yeah,
that's
good.
The beauty of it. Yeah,
that's good. That means you're making funny shit. You're making idiots feel some type of way about it. It's like, all right, dumbass.
Some guy was like trying to go back to China or something, and I was like,
"What?"
His name is like Blaze Master or something. I blocked him already.
Oh my god, I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah, that dude. Wow.
Blaze Master 69. We all know of him.
Oh yeah.
I must only had good interactions.
23-year-old like Tesla engineer or something, like a fucking dumbass. Yeah.
If he's gonna fucking tell you to go back to China, I say fuck him. That's what I.
Well, I guess I better sell my Tesla if he's working there. I don't know.
I don't know about all that.
I'm calling out his ass right now, so.
Fuck him.
I like it.
Invite him on
guns a blazing.
Bing, bing, bomb, bomb.
I was gonna say gang with the R word, but I'm making it a point to not say that for the first time in the series. So go one episode without saying it.
We are still within the first 15 minutes, folks. So if you're shooting us like the orb strategy,
we're in the first 5 minutes, dude.
Opening range.
It's 4 minutes and
There's
43
still time.
seconds in. It's not looking good. It's
usually 5 minutes, so keep holding your breath.
You're
Steve.
screwed.
You're gonna make it.
I do have a question. I got a question for JensenBoy. I mean the name, right? It's clearly Jensen from NVIDIA. What are your thoughts on NVIDIA? Are you done with it? Or are they going to come back? How do you feel about this thing?
Oh man, yeah, I probably need to change my name.
Strong.
It's a great company. I think if they can survive this whole storm with the tariffs, then they'll come back strong. The only issue is if sentiment, like bearish sentiment, also hits the rest of the Mag 7 and the tech industry, then it's like nobody knows what could happen. I mean, it could lose like half its value. Like that's how bearish I am. It really
seems
depends what Trump is
Wow.
going to do.
It seems like NVIDIA holds the
It's like
fucking
a
market
snowball
up more or less.
effect.
No?
Fuck.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, if you guys think about it this way, right? Like, let's say Trump doesn't back down on the tariffs, and then you have the Mag 7s all thinking, like, well, do we need to cut back on spending then? And because all these companies are going to start cutting back, right? All these
Right.
small startups that were projected to need all this data center usage are probably going to cut back on spending. So, it's like a snowball effect. If demand from startups and consumers starts going down, then
Do you mean that the tariffs are going to cost people their jobs? I thought they were going to create jobs.
In America.
depends who you believe, right? You believe Trump?
I mean,
So-
you believe common
Part of the
sense, you know Trump's
deal.
a fucking idiot.
Give,
But
give you
part
guys
of the deal.
Part of the deal.
I'll give you guys a great follow up here. So
Art.
my kid is on spring break right now. My family's on vacation. We're in a small town, and when we got here this week, I was in the small town gas station, and which we frequent this small town, and they usually have good business, and their delivery guy was there, or their sales guy was there, and they were making their order. And as I was passing by, I heard the shopkeeper say, "Well, these tariffs, with all the uncertainty, it's really hurting my business." Blah 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 blah. So the tariffs are hitting small town America.
Well, he's just got to buy American, bro.
But I also like
Ugh.
I don't know how much they've actually affected us yet, or if it's more the future. Like I literally just bought something directly from China, and the guy was like, "Yeah, there's no tariff on this yet." He's like, "But if there is one, I'll just pay it." It was like
Well,
super easy.
it
That's
could
awesome.
be like
What was
pause.
it? Was it like something important or like big?
Yeah, it was like a couple $100.
It was a vibrator.
Almost like a doggy dildo, yeah.
It was the Gluck Gluck 2000.
The peg master.
We
if
all
you will.
know.
Yeah, the Pegadelphia. The Sega Pegasus.
Exactly. So Jensen boy, I've got a question for you. People that are seeing the price that NVIDIA is at trading at around like 101 or 100 or whatever. Would you say it's a good time for them to get in? Would you say, just DCA? Would you say stay away? What is your thought for people that are looking to get NVIDIA at a discount?
Yeah, I was actually just thinking about that question. You guys have to understand that all of tech right now is being valued on forward earnings. And I think Bob Dog would probably know the best because he actually works for the Mag 7. But if you have these tariffs stick around and forward earnings are suddenly crap, like what happens to the valuation, right? Like you can't have a company trading at 30 times forward earnings if suddenly earnings gets cut by 25%. Like nobody knows, right? NVIDIA is already taking a $5.5 billion hit, and that's just from the H20s. If the rest of the Mag 7 cuts back on spending, like, yeah, you could see 10, 15, 20% cut on earnings. Like the stock might drop down to like 70 at that point. 70,
5.5
80.
million. 5.5
Oh,
million
I
for
can't.
NVIDIA though. That's an annual figure, right? That's on their annual earnings. The presumed hit.
I think that's a 1Q hit, right?
Is it? I don't know. I don't know how they recognize their revenue. I only looked at the books and got massively erect because they're fucking
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, quarterly, and they're usually beat over and over. Like, it's a good company. It's a solid
Their
company.
books
It's
are
constantly
their books are
growing.
literally the nicest books I've ever seen in my life. From
Like
an
literally,
accounting
yeah,
background, they're so fucking
they
nice.
they are overvalued. Like he said, it's all
So
about
is
future
Tesla.
prospects. Oh yeah, definitely. A lot of stocks in the market are reaching more towards their fair value. So that's what's been going on,
But I mean, Tesla's been
So
trading at
great time to buy, right?
yeah.
I would say
I yeah.
if the tariff situation clears up and it's still hovering at 100, then yeah, buy. But
Yeah.
if it stays around and we're actually headed to a recession, like
Yeah.
you guys can't see
Wait.
buy right now, right?
See,
Like that's not a good idea.
Or the
I
deal.
agree with that.
I went in debt spending all my money. I can't even buy anymore if I wanted to. I
I
bought
think
every
that's
single fucking dip.
the real
Oh shit.
question.
This
Yeah.
is the dip that just keeps on.
They keep dipping and I keep fucking
man.
giving it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
I'm
Oh
Chiefs,
The
so
dip.
balls deep.
you want to tell the
Yeah.
viewers
I'm
what you
leg deep.
did?
I feel terrible. I've been making good money shorting at the S&P. And I'm a bull at heart, but it's like, hey, you got to be a bear in a bear market to make money, I guess.
You gotta follow the
Yeah.
trend.
Right.
Yeah.
I started going as deep as the balls, and now I'm 2 fucking legs in, and I'm about to get a scuba mask on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I know
right,
exactly
right.
what you mean. I bet we've all been there.
So I'll take out another loan, or I'll sell my house. I don't know.
What's next?
I would probably be a little more cautious right now.
I don't know what the fuck that means, Jensen boy.
Well, if they make a
You're my
deal with
dictionary,
China, if they make a deal soon, that's going to be good for the market.
They're
And if
gonna
they
make a
cut
deal with
rates,
China.
yeah,
That was a
Well, if Powell gets fired, that
shit will
could
hit the
do
fan.
the market.
Shit will hit
That-
the fan if Powell gets fired. It'll be bad.
I think it would be a short-term bump, especially if they announce rate cuts. That's what happened last time. They announced rate cuts, didn't matter where the market was at, it just jumped like
Do you-
40 points in a
The
day.
market is thirsty for good news. The
No,
market
It
is
is.
thirsty.
That's I think the tariff stuff gets. I mean, that's the real question. Is it going to be resolved or not? I think it gets resolved. And then you have this bullshit with Jerome. You have the rate cuts going to happen. Like I think we boom at some point, but this is still a freaking house of cards. I do think the bearish thesis makes sense in like
The
6
rate
months
cuts
to a
aren't
year.
gonna fix anything.
No,
The
they're
rate
not.
cuts will not fix anything. They're gonna make things worse. They're gonna compound the issue that was created by
Yeah.
Trump.
Correct.
Yeah, that's been my thesis the whole time. I'm totally bearish. But it doesn't seem like a lot of people on After Hour are. Like they keep saying that bears are gonna get killed and bulls are gonna make money. I just don't see
Historically,
it.
it's
Yeah.
Eventually, bulls will make bulls will
There's a
eventually
lot
make
of
money, but we are headed for we are close. We are close to being headed for a recession.
It's right
Oh
now's the
god.
time to be a trader, to be a stock trader, not an investor. Like you don't want to just drop
Yep.
something and say, "Oh, I'm gonna let it sit for 5 years." No, like you got to be smart with what you're investing in. Pick your spots. Like I had the
Well,
NVDL.
Yes.
Like if that goes up next week, I'm out. Like I'm not sitting on that thing for a month. Just gotta pick your
Yeah.
I
spots.
would say it's the best time to be an investor because when are we going to see these prices? I mean, yeah, if shit hits the fan, they're going to go lower, obviously. But
Yeah, but then everything's gonna be fucked anyways.
yeah, but 5 years
Just
from
leave
now,
my Bitcoin alone. Leave Bitcoin alone. Don't
hey, did you hear that they're going to put a tariff on Bitcoin?
Can't tariff Bitcoin.
No.
Can't tariff
It's free.
MicroStrategy or strategy.
It's
If that's not the
yeah,
most
it's
bullish fucking thing ever, like, hey,
right?
can't put a tariff on this, so
Dude, when I see Nasdaq dropping 2.8% or SPY dropping 1.7, and then I look over at my port, which is 70% or 75% MicroStrategy or derivatives, and it's down maybe 0.5% or so. That
you
tells
get a
me I'm
little
investing
lightheaded.
in the right. Yeah, man. It tells me
Yeah.
I'm investing in the right things. Some days my port will be green when it should be red.
Yeah, the blood flows below
Yeah.
the waist, man, because you're like, holy fuck.
Exactly. I'm like, dude, this is good. So
Yeah.
this is what I'm looking for. As I said,
Yeah,
can't tariff Bitcoin.
Yep.
No. UVXY is still in the 30s too. Back whenever the S&P 500 was at like $610 or so, like UVXY was like $17 a share. UVXY is 3x short VIX, so it just follows opposite of SPY. So I'm just saying that's probably a good hedge to have, especially if you're expecting the market to go into a recession. Like you could actually like get rich off of buying that stock.
The thing with VIX too is it was down 10% almost yesterday, right? So it's like right around 30, like you said.
Yeah.
That's not. We're going into a dead weekend, right? We didn't have a day today, obviously.
Right.
Market's closed, and market's open Monday, right? I think
Yes,
I
it
asked that
is.
before.
That
Okay.
is correct. Yeah, you asked that off air, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank God.
But I
Right?
What do I do with
We're
my
the
life?
only people that
Monday?
look forward to Mondays.
Bro, like 3 days of no market. I'm like, ooh, okay. Usually Sunday, I'm like, all right, so at least like 8 o'clock, the overnight will start up and I can start looking at price action and like, nah, man, we got 3 days. Oof. Okay.
I think I saw something. I don't remember the exact fucking numbers, but it's problematic when the VIX closes around 30 going into a long weekend.
Yeah.
Let that be as
Yeah.
ominous. Yeah.
It's quite ominous. It just means that the market doesn't know which direction it's going, but it is more towards the bearish side. So
Well, I
that's
don't
what
know
that
what way the
means.
market's going, so I feel like less of an idiot now. I feel good.
Whatever way the tweets will go.
You're right.
It's true.
Art of the deal.
All analytics, yeah, or all analytics out the window. Like
Yeah.
just one Trump tweet and you're done, son.
That's it. My TA or
Right.
Trump announcements. What's he gonna say?
Right?
Yeah,
I was
like that sounds
thinking
bearish. What?
I was thinking to myself the other day, I was like, man, I might have to download Truth Social just so that I can
Dude,
stay up on the news.
Hey,
you know?
Get some
dude,
insider information. Bob Dog's already on it.
No, you won't
Dude.
miss anything. Actually, there's accounts dedicated on X to just as soon as he posts something, it just posts on X right away. So
I need to
I
get
think
that
that
because
one's
I
called like
downloaded.
Trump tweets.
Dude, I downloaded it last week. I feel so dirty.
It's
It's so
Yeah,
like
You bad boy.
you don't.
like my
Yeah, you
wife,
don't need it.
if my wife saw it on my phone, she'd be like, "What the fuck?" I don't know if she'd be more pissed if I had downloaded Tinder or Truth Social.
What about Grinder?
At least
Well,
then
that's
she'd be
already
like,
on
"All right,
his
that's
phone.
something I can't deal with," or she can't like provide for me.
Well, yeah. Are you familiar with the term strap?
Yeah, sorry, but that one's an exit only. There's no pegging over in this house.
Well, I
Well,
pay you for an open-minded
You sound,
individual, so
you
you might
sound
be
so
able to change your mind.
disappointed in me. You sound terribly disappointed.
Well, I meant your wife. She reached out. She wanted me to talk to you.
Oh yeah,
She's
keep
been
going.
wanting to spice things up a little bit lately.
He's stuck on this eggs and only thing, but I'm telling him it's an on ramp. I don't know. I can't speak for him. I can only plant seeds and try to fertilize.
I told him not to worry about the mess. It's fine.
That's why God invented towels. Jesus Christ. You ever heard of
Oh
an
Lord.
Oh,
And
man.
on
Oh,
this
you know
Easter Sunday, the sermon is
coffee enemas.
Whoa. That sounds like the kind of stimulus I need.
Have you heard of that? Yeah. There's coffee enemas out there. I hear they work.
It sounds like something they would do in Arizona or something fucking weird like that.
Bingo.
Oh, man.
The rock formation. It's like those fucking weird shamans and everything. It's like you're not. Shut the fuck up. I digress.
Do you guys want to go
All right,
over
guys,
some
so
after-hour
let me-
questions?
Hey, let me pop this one in here real quick. Hood, I know we love playing with it, but what's the name? What's the name of the stock there? What do we think about it?
I got
Personally,
mine cut off when I was like 4.
yeah, earlier than that over here.
Wait, 4? What the fuck?
Yeah, it was very
What the
traumatic.
hell?
Jesus Christ.
You
My
can
first
remember that
memory.
one.
It was my first memory. Yeah.
No.
It was his first time.
Your
He didn't
first
know when to
memory?
do it. Okay.
I wouldn't do it again if I could.
Fucking Quagmire
Checks
over
out.
here. So what's the
Yeah.
question, New Fish? Do we
What do
like
we think?
Hood?
What do we think about Hood? Personally, I love the
I
stock,
fucking
man.
love it.
I think
Yeah, it's a great
I
stock.
think it's a great stock. I think that with their earnings coming up, I believe on the 30th, I believe they're going to beat. I think their revenue's probably been good. They've been bringing in really good money with the sports betting for the NCAA tournament. They have you can bet on if the Fed is going to cut rates or not, and like when they're going to do it and by how much. I'm pretty sure that you're going to be able to bet on political races as well. So I just think their guidance is going to be really good. The financial sector is starting to pick back up. I think that it's a good earnings play, but I also think it's just a really good investment. And so I would love to hear y'all's thoughts on that.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'll go first. You know, Hood,
I already did.
they're coming out with a lot of good stuff. Like, you know, they come out with like these like special things like trivia and whatnot. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah,
You know, a chance to win like Bitcoin, you know, they're trying to make it fun.
chance to
Now
win
they're doing the
gold.
sports betting and whatnot. Think of how much money like DraftKings and whatnot makes off of sports betting, you know, it's almost free money for them.
Right.
But
And
what I have
this
noticed
keeps
every time
Hood.
this good,
I
sorry?
was just going to say this keeps Hood active 7 days a week. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
that's true. Yeah, not just the training days.
Right.
It
Sorry,
keeps
guy.
people on their phones. Yeah, but I have noticed every time they come out with like good news, like the stock drops. So just people selling off. Uh, you know, like I think the trivia, I noticed that there was a dip, you know, and then like they announced the sports betting, there was a dip. I know people are just taking profits and whatnot, but you know, you would think that the stock would, you know, kind of, you know, just rise each time you get this news, but instead it's dropping, you know,
Oh, the whole market's
on
fucked.
that
So
news.
Buy the rumor, sell the
Yeah,
news.
it's not it's not special, that's for sure. But you know, I think it's just gonna steadily keep going up, you know. But as far as a price target, like within a year, could it get to 100? I don't think so, but
I think it could get
it's
to.
definitely on that path.
I think it could definitely be 75, 80 end of year,
I think if we didn't have this tariff bullshit, it would be
depending on what
75 now.
happens.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yep.
because
well,
it was at 60 or so, right?
it was up. It was over 70. That and hymns were both like through the fucking
Yeah.
Yeah,
roof,
they're
weren't
up
they? Like,
there.
yeah.
Well,
There's a. Go ahead.
once SPY is back at 600, I think those companies will be back in their, you know, 70s area, you know. What was it?
That's
Hims was at like what, 50 or so?
no, it was like 70.
70? Shit.
Yeah, for like
telling
a
you.
day or
I don't
two.
follow.
It shot way
Yeah.
up
Yeah,
and way back
Right.
down.
yeah, it was very short term then because I do follow it, but not every day, you know. My
Yeah,
my main
I
thing
bought a
is
bunch of puts a week too early on that, but whatever.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, you know, that's what I had to say about that stock.
I think with Hood, the weird duality is they're doing all these great things that we just talked about, right? But the issue is the environment, right? The macro environment is fucked. So God only knows what's going to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
I
All
mean,
right,
I'm
the
just
deal.
Kind of the same deal as
yeah,
what
art of the
Jensen
deal.
Boy was saying. Kind of the same thing as what JensenBoy was saying with NVIDIA. You know, it all depends on the tariffs. And
Yeah,
so, like
and
you're
but
saying,
Yeah,
it all depends on the macroeconomics.
the thing is though,
just
like it's here's the all right. So if people have less money or people are scared, they're not going to be buying stocks, right? I mean,
No.
the majority of people.
Yeah, majority
the-
of retail is going to either stop or they're going to
Sell.
The flip
sell
side of that
or
is
not buy as much.
retail investment is higher than it's ever been, and retail keeps buying, and retail is telling funds to fuck off. We're not exit liquidity for you. So
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, what's gonna get? Something's gonna give. I don't know what it is, but something's gonna fucking give.
I was actually reading an article the other day, something the Wall Street Journal sends me in the mornings, and it was talking about how hedge funds and institutions are complaining because there's more retail investors now, and that it's fucking up their algorithms. And
Don't sell. Don't sell.
Oh,
Good. Fuck
boo-hoo.
those algos.
and so
Well-
like they're getting pissed, and it's like, oh, you're getting pissed that you can't manipulate the market the way that you're used to. Oh, sorry.
Fuck you, institutional money.
Exactly.
Obviously, all the retail traders are listening to this podcast, so they've decided to
They
hold
should be.
on instead of sell.
You know what? The AfterWhores said, "Don't sell. Keep buying if you have the funds. Just don't sell."
Jim
Not
Cramer
financial
comes
advice.
on. Oh God!
This podcast
Black
produces
Monday.
no financial advice. Please consult a professional.
Zero financial advice offered right here. We're just telling you the stupid shit that we do.
But this is still probably better than most financial advisors. Let's be real.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. My portfolio is still up 56% since the end of July. So
That's
Damn.
good.
Shit.
Good
I'd
job.
be the only one.
You're the only one.
I would say you can get pretty good financial advice by not taking financial advice from us.
My leaps, they do nothing. I have all these leaps.
Dude, I'm telling you, once Bitcoin pops and MicroStrategy takes off, man, if you guys aren't in it, you're gonna wish you would.
Yeah. Did anybody else? Did anybody else have anything else to
JensenBoy.
say about Hood?
JensenBoy,
Nobody?
Did anybody else?
All right.
Sorry.
I guess that's it.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
it.
it's a good
I've got
company.
plenty on.
Yeah.
I've got plenty on Hood, but JensenBoy, you got anything?
I think it's a great company. I think, was it Bob Dog or Chief Tabaho? I think both of you were saying the macro environment. Like, yeah, that's the question,
Terrible.
guys. Are all stocks overvalued? I think the majority of them are. And
Yeah.
if the bear hits, they're all going down.
Well, hopefully that.
Buzzkill.
I'm so not
It's
erect
been great.
right now.
It's been great to have you on the show.
Yeah, if you could just
We are perma bulls here, bro. No, it's fine.
no, that's
like
We
I
not
said
try.
politically
earlier,
correct.
I'm a bull at heart, but right now I gotta be a bear.
Yeah.
So I think.
No, that's my stance. Yeah.
Trans bear.
I think Hood is. I've also heard a rumor about them getting into real estate, which I think would be would be pretty freaking huge. So, and then
What are
they
they gonna
also.
do? Are they gonna be giving out mortgages? or
Mortgages?
what?
I don't know. Potentially. I mean,
Oh wow!
That is not good. I don't want them getting into mortgages.
Dude,
No,
you
that would
could
be
buy
awful.
houses on Robinhood. Oh shit.
They're gonna
Dude,
finance. They're gonna finance it off
when
all
a
of
huge
retail's
zero
options
DTE
losses.
Yeah, it's
Dude, win a
dangerous.
huge zero DTE, buy a house, and then pull out a HELOC on it and have it all deposited into your Robinhood.
Oh
there
my
you go.
god. Zero DTE on a house.
Right. Oh wow, this is gonna get disgusting.
I really
Sorry,
hope they
Bob
don't.
Dog. Go ahead, man.
No,
Oh my god.
I do like they give you like 2 or 3% when you deposit into the retirement account. So I've got my whole Roth IRA in Hood now because I mean, hey, I'll take that percentage.
Free money. Yeah.
No,
Hey,
man, free money for sure.
I'm waiting for them to up that.
Well,
they
they
might.
do it.
You never
They
know.
offer 7%. I'm in.
If you have a gold card too, and you charge to it, right?
Yeah,
Like that goes into your IRA. That's fucking insane.
Yeah,
Dude.
that's if you can get a gold card.
dude, I
I'm
finally
not
Yeah,
got
they're
gonna
lucky
lose
one.
enough.
for a while.
I got one. It took me like 9 months. I was on the wait list, I think, and I got one 2 months ago. It's all I use now.
Oh,
It's all I
that's
use
awesome.
because
Ooh,
it's
That's a
dope
3%
card.
return, and
That's
so I
awesome.
just take the return, the 3%. I just inject it right in my Robinhood account.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, yeah.
Dude.
So I'm loving that.
That's beautiful, man. I love it.
That is beautiful. I wonder if they do
One day I'll
zero
have my turn.
APR. Yeah, right. Same.
I'm
I
on a
wonder if I
waiting
could
list.
do a balance transfer.
Probably.
I don't know.
Um,
God.
Hey,
Um,
so I'm in this new stock called HUMA site. And as New Fish Big Pond knows, first thing I do when I look at a stock, I check out their building.
Is that Darren?
But yeah,
Yes,
it's
it is.
Darren. Shit, I don't think we introduced ourselves earlier.
No, everyone's voice sounds actually kind of similar.
Oh, that
Besides
sucks.
yeah, that's a filter I have on.
Wait,
I'm
Oh, okay.
No, it's not. It's not.
Oh God. White person filter on.
All right.
Well,
Darren,
yeah.
I
Anyways,
tried right before you start. Right before you
yeah,
start. So you were sending us pictures of HUMA, right?
yeah.
Of the outside of the building. I tried getting AI to Photoshop a picture of me wearing a ski mask on top of one of the balconies.
Oh, what?
It's gonna be like, look at the
What?
picture, Darren. I see you. But
Why
it
did you
didn't.
do that?
It didn't
Oh my
work.
God,
It didn't work. I
that'd be
tried.
hilarious.
Dude, that would
I
have been
tried.
great.
Well, I love that idea.
That would have been amazing.
Look
I know,
closer,
right?
Darren.
So, Darren,
Look
how
closer.
how,
That's
how did the
me.
building look? Tell us.
Architecturally sound. Actually, it gave me RX vibes. Recursion pharmacies. I was like, oh, that's a nice building.
Okay.
Yeah, man. But what they do is they are culturing like cells, so they can build organs. So like human organs.
Oh shit.
And I think that's pretty fucking big. Like
Yeah.
if they get that like approved and shit, and you can like make a freaking kidney. You know how much a kidney is? It's like $200,000 on the black market.
How much is the stock trading at now?
It's like $1.60.
So your $1.60 will turn into like 160 like immediately if they get
Dude, I'm just
approved,
gonna
like some good approval.
I'm just gonna hold it, man. Like, why not? I'm probably gonna get like 1,000 shares and hold it or more. It just depends on how bullish I feel or how much I
The real question
DCA.
is, do they allow options?
That is the real
I
question.
bought leaps for that.
Leaps
It was
it is,
actually
I'm
like
in.
not that much. It was like $80 for 2 years, like 2027 leaps, $80,
Strike.
$1.
Wow.
I'm in.
Yeah, guys, I'm just saying, man, if this shit takes off, yeah.
Again,
HUMA, HUMA.
people. Understand
Not financial
that
advice, but it's a penny stock.
understand that options are literally leverage, right? So you're paying a premium to buy a contract for 100 shares of a stock that you might like. So it's leverage. It's not a fucking raffle ticket or a lottery ticket. It can be, but
Yeah.
you're literally leveraging a position. So keep that in mind.
I did that with
it's-
Cooler. I did this with
Mhm.
Cooler, and I ended up making a mint with Cooler. It was beautiful.
Yeah, I did too. I had all sorts of leaps and whatnot. I actually exercised them, and then sold cost covered puts and made
Beautiful.
quite a bit off of Cooler. Yeah, that was a good trade. And
But you
hopefully
sold
they come
covered
back
calls,
up.
or
No, cost covered put, as long as you have the amount in your it's like the amount's like in the thousands sometimes. It depends on how much the okay, so like a cost covered call, like you have to
cash
actually have
secured
the
put. Yeah.
premium for it on hand.
Cash
Yeah,
secured
it's cash
put.
secured. Yeah, so you
I
have
thought
to
you were
actually
throwing something
cash in
new
your
at me, and I
account.
was like, "The fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah,
It's
cash
different,
secured.
man. Yeah. Well, if you do a cash secured put, it's not like a cash CCP. It's not like a cover call. So you have to
Makes
actually
sense,
have
but
money to do it, but you're able to, sell it, if it drops. If that makes sense. Like a
I'm
$4, like
I'm
a
with you,
four
man. I know what
dollar,
it is. I didn't know what the fuck you were
yeah,
talking
yeah,
about.
cost secured put. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like cost secured. What the fuck is that?
yeah. So like even if the stock drops down to like $2, you can still sell it for $4. So that's how that works. And that's what happened with Cooler. So, but yeah, HUMA site. That definitely. I'm starting to stack up on some of those stocks and leaps. I
Do you know
played
if
in
they grow
DCA
dicks?
for a while. They probably grow dicks. I wouldn't. Yeah, I mean
Or
it's an organ.
Just in case.
But like I don't know really like exactly how far they are with this and stuff. But I'm guessing at least a year. But
I don't know how long the dicks are exactly,
I
but
don't know how long the dicks are, but I imagine they're a appropriate size.
hey, if I could just grab an inch, I'm already fucking 75% up. So
But dude,
Whoa,
this sounds pretty
self-deprecating.
interesting. This may be one to like actually like do an interview a CEO or something if they're small enough and really figure out like how far along are they in the process? Like are they a year away? Are they 5 years away?
right.
Like
Yeah. Like
that's
yeah. Humasite CEO. You want to come on the AfterWhores podcast and talk about
yeah. Let's talk
your
about
company?
dicks.
So
I thought
somebody
about
actually
that
did
too.
that.
We want to know about
Somebody
your
did that with
dicks.
Cooler. Somebody did that with Cooler on After Hour. They just like sent an email and they ended up getting through and getting this CEO of Cooler to do this interview with them that they were able to like post somewhere on After Hour.
I actually brought that because that's fucking awesome, Bob Dog. I actually brought that up to Rise, with the ticker KITT, Nauticus Robotics.
Oh yeah,
Because
I love that company.
it's
You
so
do?
fucking cool.
Yeah,
It's such a cool company.
Yeah.
And it's a penny stock. I mean, they're trading at like $1 right now.
Yeah.
But
I know Newfish got into that when it was like what, $2 or something. Like
yeah,
I mean,
it
it's
was
still
like
kind of cheap.
a little over $2. I had to get out of it, of course, but I like the company and like what they're doing and stuff.
I could have sold it at over 400%, but I was like, oh, I'm gonna hold long term because I love this
Oh
company.
man.
I
Yeah, I
still
had
made
people do
50%,
that.
but whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine like you're up 400 on a stock. Like, do you just hold on to it? That's kind of the situation I could see myself in with this Huma stock. Because like, especially if they start like releasing like actual like kidneys, and
Right.
putting them in
Dick
people and
and
shit.
dicks and
Like,
stuff.
dude,
Yeah.
You might want to put
yeah,
some of
dicks,
this. You might want to
dicks
put
in the
some of this in your Roth, man.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
I
gonna
got it in my
do.
Roth. Yeah.
I'm gonna buy fucking leaps in the Roth with that, with my Misty dividends.
Right?
That's what
It
I'm gonna
goes
There
as
you
do.
go.
far as they only go as far as 2027 right now. So,
That's
yeah, who knows where they'll be? I'm when I think of the future, I think of stuff like that. We're gonna be building our own like organs, synthetic or organic, in some lab or some shit, and then someone's gonna need to, get a new dick and
Me.
get that installed. We're gonna install this dick for you. Don't worry about it. It comes right off. You see this? Just plug and play. Plug and play.
Look, you guys
What happened
laugh,
to the
but
old
back
one? I
in
just wore it out.
you guys laugh, but back in the late '80s, man, they had like penis pumps, man. They were
Yeah,
selling
yeah,
them
they still
Oh,
all
they
got
over the
still
place.
it.
I got one in the fucking pantry right now.
Never
See,
know when
there
you
you
need it.
go. Chief is a collector of vintage items.
They make new ones. They make new ones. Don't worry. They do
I
weird
was
stuff
digging you out
too.
of a hole there, Chief. Sounds like you want to dig into the hole.
Oh, I'll put myself
Chief
right in
loves
that
all the
fucking hole,
holes.
baby. I'm in the trenches. It's like World War II right here. You know what I mean? I got my fucking helmet on. I'm looking to my left and my right. My buddies are dead. Yeah, it's
That's
awful.
funny.
That's terrible.
I know. I'm just hoping Huma could get me a new dick because
Come on, everybody. Help us
I
out.
mean, you probably need one after your 4-hour sessions.
Whoa.
Right?
I mean, that's
Hey,
like
this guy.
Yeah, let's call this guy out for a sec here.
Well, that's why I don't use the
Stamina.
ring.
Yeah.
If you
He is
experience an
a-
erection for longer than 4 hours, consult your doctor.
God
Swear
damn
to
it!
probably-
God.
Poured it into hymns.
Yeah, he probably uses hymns, you know. He's like, all right, I just need to just ask, you know, last like longer, you know. And
What do they call it? Blue chews? You ever hear blue chews?
Here,
bad?
dude, I see the commercial with the chick's tits like basically hanging out like every fucking 30
Yeah, yeah.
minutes, man. Trust me, I'm not upset about it. Not upset. It's become one of my favorite commercials.
I just
That's
run up to the-
advertising.
I just
Yeah,
run up to
yeah.
the gas station right up the street, and they got all kinds of shit. You know what I mean? You just fucking
Yeah,
buy
yeah.
like 3 packets of whatever and fucking slam an energy drink, and next thing you know, it's yeah.
Next thing you know, you've been fucking
game
for 4
over.
hours. You're supposed to do a podcast 3 hours ago. You know.
Whoa! All right, let's not get personal. Don't make it weird.
To be fair, it was an hour and a half. Just to be fair.
I told you it'd be quick.
I wasn't
right?
talking about tonight.
Hey. Oh yeah, what the fuck?
Whatever. Whatever,
Are you
fuckers.
okay?
Whatever.
I think Newfish just had a stroke.
It was that trip to the dispensary. Did him in.
It was a very good trip, trust me.
I love
Chief, you know I love you, bro.
it.
It's all love.
Ew. Darren, do you have
Yeah?
the questions lined up?
Oh, I do. Oh shit.
Oh, I'm
My,
sorry. I'm sorry. Jensen boy, how do you feel about a HUMA grown penis? Do you need one?
I mean, there's people with issues, right? I think it'll help them.
Fuck yeah. All right. Bullish.
I'm all for it. Yeah.
Sounds bullish to me.
Oh wait, are you asking in connection to the stock price?
I mean, it's just the company
Yeah.
in general, you know?
Yeah, your thoughts, you know?
Oh, I mean, I researched the company in the past. I know that the U.S. military is very interested because I think HUMA was creating like very specifically certain types of like trauma care packages for soldiers so that they could just like grow
Were
blood
those the
vessels or
Band-Aids?
something.
Were those
No.
like the
So they get-
patches?
Well, Darren, you'll have to correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe weren't they for like growing blood vessels for critically injured soldiers like very quickly on the battlefield? That's what I
Yeah,
had.
you gotta start small, you know, and then kind of just expand from there.
You gotta expand
And
the
that's
dicks.
what they're doing.
All right, guys.
They're already doing
I'm
blood
thinking-
vessels.
I am thinking
That
big
means
picture.
Can they
That
do
means
big
if-
veins?
That means if this trade war gets us into a real war, HUMA's going to be pushing out even more shit to the military.
Oh my god, I'll get so rich.
I mean,
it's
I
a
would hate to see our military, you know, hurt in action or even be in action. You know, peace is the best. But hey, this
Yeah.
may not be a bad trade.
No,
I'm
I don't.
actually interested. Yeah, I'm gonna do some research myself.
the only
Yeah.
thing I would say is because they're trying to cut defense spending, like they better not cut HUMA, right? Like I think that's the real downside to the stock if there is one.
I thought they just said they wanted $1 trillion for
They're
Trillion
not,
dollars.
they're not cutting the Pentagon's budget.
No, yeah, it's bullish on war.
Oh,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
flip flopped on that.
A fucking $1 trillion budget is what Donnie wants.
Yep.
Or the deal.
Wait, so that whole like collapse of Palantir's stock price because they were going to cut defense spending was a joke?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, it's all
news.
been market manipulation this entire time,
God,
Jensen.
I'm so sick of this shit.
It
Dude, we're
sucks,
all-
dude. It
like,
sucks.
We're all dying.
I'm telling you, like I trade SPY during the day, like I day trade SPY, and like I just watch the market manipulation live. It's blatant, and you can if you're doing your proper TA, you can just literally watch it happen live. It's disgusting.
Damn.
Wow.
I just inverse NPO.
I mean,
That's a winning
so-
strategy.
Here's the weird thing, man. Like I feel terrible for him. He came back and he was trying to make this big move, and this guy is just not hitting it. I feel terrible.
Yeah, me
I mean,
too,
literally,
man.
literally,
I
I'll
feel-
be in
making
calls
a
and he's
lot of
like,
money
I'm bullish.
inversing them.
Like, fuck.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, Hey, I know a lot of people that are in calls, and he says he gets into calls, and they're like, "Nope, I got to get out of my calls."
Yeah, like, oh my god.
What's
I know
Well, he's
people
going
that
on.
do that shit and make a bunch of money. It's sad, and I feel bad for the guy.
What's
Yeah.
crazy though is Friday he bought 0 DT calls on SPY, right? And I bought
Wait, Friday?
no, sorry,
Fri-
Thursday. Sorry,
I
Thursday.
was about to say, yeah,
I'm
of
all
course he's
fucked
gonna
up.
lose that.
Well, but so he bought them for Thursday, same day, and I bought SPY calls at the exact same time, but expiring Monday. And like an hour later, he posts he's down 80%, but I was up 80%. I'm like, dude, you just got theta crushed. Like you just absolutely got because the SPY went up for like 2 hours.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just there's just I don't know.
how
Some
far
you
out
got
of
to
the
watch
money
that
did he buy?
data
So,
the second
one
half
of
of the day.
One of the things that the market makers have been doing is they've been doing the theta crush, man. They've been crushing out the 0 DTE trades. So if you're gonna day trade SPY, like Bob Dog's saying over here, you got to do like a couple days out on your
1 to 2, yeah. 1 to
DTE.
2. Fuck. God, so, and market makers are doing fucked up shit too with like with gamma. I saw. I don't remember exactly the details. I'm really bad at fucking details.
I don't even.
Did that
fucking
happen?
understand Gamma.
Yeah, that happened like last week, right? Like
Dude,
the market
they're
like just dropped to like 480 and came back up to like 540 in like the span of like 24 hours.
It's so fucked up. Whatever's going on is fucking ridiculous.
That was Trump.
I wish I had calls or puts.
Dude, so guys,
Right.
the day that the 90-day pause came out, I saw the unusual whales thing where people were buying like insane SPY like 560 calls same day. And so I threw in $3,000. I was $2,000. I put $2,000 in QQQ calls, 0 DTE.
Ooh,
And I'm just chilling there at work. I'm just chilling, and all of a sudden I see these fucking green candles just start shooting up. And I was like,
Woo!
what the hell is happening? So I look down, I'm at 150% up, so I sold because I'm like, that's what you do is 0 DTE. Like you take your profit. I
Yeah.
made 3,000. But then that fucker kept going.
That's awesome.
And if
Yeah.
and so then like while I was happy, I was like at the end of the day, I was like that 2,000 would turn to 150,000 had I just fucking gone to the bathroom or
God.
something, or not had
Yeah.
phone service.
Bob Dog.
That was
Bob Dog.
fucking wild.
Leave a
You've been
runner,
on the
dude.
flip side of that too. You've been on the flip
Yeah.
side of that too, though.
Oh, totally.
Hey, always leave a runner, dude. Like, you sell
What
like
if you only buy
8%.
one contract?
Oh, that's it. But I'm assuming he bought 2,000 worth, so that is
Yeah.
more than one.
Yes. But I was like,
Yeah.
and then I
Quick
saw the tweet came out like 5 minutes later, and I'm like, shit.
Yeah, dude.
That's
So you
still
sell
nice,
it.
though. I mean, you can't complain
Yeah.
about that. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, you sell
great.
80% and you keep 20%.
Not financial advice.
Yeah. I'm just saying that's
Part of the deal.
that's what you should do. Not financial advice. You want to go? You want to go over these questions, or you got anything else?
Let's get to the questions. Unless
All right.
anyone wants to raise anything. Going once, going twice. Let's fucking get into it.
Let's go. All right, these are after our questions. We got Brent Stock. He said, "Will the market dump in 90 days once the pause is lifted?" Probably, right? Or is this old news now? Like, okay, so remember the tariffs were paused for 90 days. Well, just to this guy, I would say that, hold on to UVXY if you believe the market's going to dump, put like a couple grand into it. And after 90 days, like we already know, that like more than likely, if once tariffs are brought up again, and the pause is over, then the market's going to dump, so take advantage of it with VIX and UVXY.
We're going to have deals. I don't think, I think before the 90 days is up, we're going to have deals and it'll be inconsequential, personally.
Yeah, but remember he did 10% to all countries or whatever, and then now it's just China they're playing ball with.
I think all that matters is China at this point. Like,
Yeah.
I think
China's
that
huge.
one's got to get resolved, and then I
Huge.
think we're good.
Yeet.
Yeah, that's the
It's a
biggest
HUMA
one.
dick.
China,
Yes.
China needs to get resolved. It is the biggest country. The problem is that we have two very strong-willed leaders, very powerful leaders that neither one wants to look like they're giving in to the other.
China will not. China will not.
Yeah,
China don't
right.
fuck around.
Right, and
China will wait
all,
Trump out.
Right, and we all know that Trump isn't going to give in either. So that's why I'm leery. That's why I'm leery on this with China. I would love to see a deal. I do think that something will get worked out within 90 days. But if it doesn't, yeah, the market's going to fucking dump. I swear to God. And be sure that you have cash so that you can scoop up the deals. So that way you're well set when the market recovers. Because while the market may be tanking, your accounts may be dwindling, the markets always recover. After every
Always.
crash, they always recover. So I say my personal philosophy is take advantage of the deals, buy the dips. When the market crashes even further, make sure you have some more cash, buy even more, and just stay true to your basics and buy what you believe in, and wait for the market to recover.
Fish, I bought every dip.
What's that?
I've bought every dip. I'm borrowing money to pay my mortgage. I can't buy anymore.
Fucking work harder, god damn it, Jesus.
I'm
get a
salaried.
promotion?
God damn it.
It's so
My
hard.
overtime is just less time to me.
Fucking dude, I've learned that
Yep.
being salaried just it's a scam, dude. Oh god, it's just such a scam. It's just, oh really? Okay, cool. Well, here's even more work. Here's even more hours. Like, what?
It
I
does
do
Why are you
depend,
make my
working
yeah.
80
company
hours
pay
a
me.
week now?
Oh,
I
God
do make
damn.
my company pay me for anything that I work over because I can, just based on, because I'm a supervisor. But like there's 3 of us in a rotation. So if I have to cover 4 hours or something for a supervisor that's off, I'm not doing that for free,
Oh, okay,
So it's
that's
like,
cool.
yeah, like I'll tell, because I literally told him, I'm like, I'll just fucking leave and you could figure it out, or I can cover it and you could pay me for it. There's the
That
fucking ulta dildo.
Yeah, they're finding ways to make incentives for salary workers. So, and you can always make deals with your employer. So,
Part of the deal.
or the deal. you got
part of the deal.
it. All right, next question, or anybody else got something?
Did we even
JensenBoy?
answer
All
that?
right.
I feel like we did.
Yeah, I feel like we answered it pretty well.
All
You
right,
said
we
buy
got
a fucking dip, it's gonna crash.
we got Lunar Nana. She says, do you go with your gut, or do you have a certain percentage in mind when you decide to sell? I should probably reverse my gut, I feel.
Same,
Right?
Just
It's
go
just
with the
like,
ball.
oh,
I'm
it's gonna
usually
go
wrong.
up. Yeah, so in the percentage, I would say to sell, it depends on what I have. It's options, probably go with 30%. If it's like 0 DTE or expiring soon. But always leave room for runners if you have multiple options, and just let them go all the way. You never know.
I mean, that
How
kind of
far?
like, you need more detail. Like, do you mean with trading, or do you mean with investing? Because if you mean with trading, then if you're smart and you're into trading, then you should be selling, like scaling out with profit, right? So if you go up 20%,
Yeah.
you sell 50% of your contracts or whatever. You go up 30%, sell another 20%. Like, scale out as you go up, so you can leave a runner, as you're saying. But
Yeah.
if it's investing, like, are you going to hold for a year? Or are you going to hold for 10 years? It's so subjective. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. That's it's two different questions really, but I mean, just answer both of them, and because it's not always going to be the same. Because like if you're an investor, you're planning to hold for years.
Right.
Decades
My
sometimes.
strategy is that we're
So or the deal. I just love it, dude. Like it just explains so much.
Yeah, it's the art of the deal. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so I think like the standard is
So,
like
yeah.
whatever percentage you're willing to, you would cut your win at, like say it's 20%, then you would do like half of that. So your stop loss would be at like minus 10%. I suck at this for options because it's so tempting just to DCA and buy more and then you just get fucked. So
Yeah,
I'm strictly doing stocks now, but I'll hold. I don't give a shit if it goes down because I'll just sell covered calls on it and you
Theta
make money
daddy.
back. And no, total theta daddy. And like example is like I'm holding Oklo right now and I've had it for 5 weeks and it's down $800. But
Jeremy, you know about that?
my covered calls have made 1,400. So like
Oh wow.
I don't really
Net,
care. Like
net
Yeah.
positive?
yes, so I'm net positive
Oh, beautiful.
550, $600. So like yeah, I'm gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna hold this thing and let it ride.
Fuck
when
yeah.
you
love
sell
it.
your covered, when you sell your covered call, do you just do your cost basis or do you go higher?
It just depends, but yeah, usually the 0.2 to 0.3 delta is pretty safe. That means you have a 70-80% chance that it will not expire in the money.
I was gonna ask if you went with Delta.
Yeah, the delta seems pretty good. And then what I usually do is just sell on Mondays. Let's see what happens Mondays, see where we're trending, and then sell some.
Just
Yeah.
never financial advice, but be careful with that, people, if you're holding volatile stocks like MSTR, because you want to sell closer to like a 0.1 to 0.15 delta, because you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
That's true. That's a good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. I may consult you guys for a covered call next time I do it, but so far they've been pretty good. But I just kind of buy them back pretty quick because, strategy. You just never freaking know whenever that thing's gonna freaking just pop up.
Dude,
Like I'm like I'm
if
selling
they're up like
370. Sorry, I'm selling like 375 covered calls on there, and I'm still scared.
I sold
No,
a 1080 covered call for January or fucking 20 months out
What?
for like
Yeah, I saw
4,500
that.
premium.
Wow.
Yeah.
I needed the money. Bills,
Yeah.
happen.
Wow.
But it'll be, so if it does get assigned, I'm not going to sell the stock, so it doesn't matter to me. But if it would get assigned, it'd be over 300%. My cost base is like 315. So I'm
Yeah,
not too
I
worried
think that's
about
great.
100. Yeah, 110 grand if it gets assigned on top of like the money that I have now. Whatever. But I'm planning on buying it back.
Yeah. Like, once it drops, you can just buy it back and kind of save yourself from that headache if it just rockets up. Either way, you still make tons of money off, triple your investment. So,
Right.
I think that's awesome. But like, I just like, I feel like I need a little bit of guidance with it because I don't know how far out to go sometimes,
Well, you can
and
use
my
the
plan is to buy it back soon. Sorry.
There's a paid Discord called Theta Daddies.
Oh yeah.
So we could plug that right now.
Okay. Theta daddies. Ooh.
Rob Dog
Great
muted himself.
segue.
Yeah, we get a small Discord going on with myself, Rise, and then this guy named Average Advisor, and
Yeah.
he's kind of like the secret weapon. He's pretty quiet on after hour, but he's been in the industry for like 15 years. The guy, any advice he gives you is worth like hundreds of dollars. Like it's
I
really
love when he
crazy.
comments on my shit.
That's
I love when he
awesome.
comments on my
Listen to what this guy
shit. So
says
smart.
because he actually knows
Yeah.
what he's doing.
Wow.
So smart.
Yeah, we
Wait,
can have him on sometime, right?
Yeah, he said he's down.
That's cool. Be interested to talk to him.
Love it. I love following that dude.
Yeah, same. Wait, what was the question again? I think Fish and JensenBoy still have to answer it.
Yeah. What was
Yeah.
the question?
Okay. Do you go with your gut, or do you have a certain percentage of mind when you decide to sell?
So if I'm trading like if I'm trading typical options contracts, I usually sell around 20 to 30%, and I cut my losses at 20% as well. And then if I'm trading SPY, I'll look for a little bit more. I like to do like 30 to 50% profit, and I'll cut my losses between 10 and 15% usually. Sometimes 20% if I'm just like really believing in it, believing in the TA, I'll hold it. Or sometimes you just gotta fucking diamond hand some shit, you know what I mean? But typically I'm 20 to 30%. And then on stocks, if I'm swing trading, same thing, 20 to 30%. But if you're investing, that's a different story. You're long term, so you really shouldn't be worried about a profit percentage. You should just be worried about investing in good companies that are going to have substantial growth over the long term.
Yeah, makes sense to me. What about your gut? Do you ever use your gut?
Oh, dude, man, that's how I started, man. I started trading using my gut and the knowledge that I gained on after hours, and that's how I started investing. That's when I started learning when to watch the price action and use that to allow my gut to tell me when to sell. So yeah, definitely use my gut. Always follow your gut. Your gut and the TA are your two best friends.
My gut is terrible, so
Mm.
I agree.
Yeah.
Inverse Bob Dog's gut.
Yes.
Inverse myself.
Follow his
And just the
TA, but
boy.
inverse his gut.
Just the boy, do you got anything?
I agree with Bob Dog. My gut is not that great. I should probably learn from New Fish. Yeah, I mean for me, I'm kind of a chicken. I usually take profit at like 20%. Sometimes I let it run. I'll leave a couple runners too, but recently I've just been selling everything because you never know which direction things are gonna go. Uh, for losses, I used to cut at like 20%, but recently I've been cutting at 50, which has just not been a great idea. So
Yeah.
wouldn't recommend like hoping that it reverses. I would probably just recommend following what Fish said, which is just take the loss at like 15 or 20% and then pick a better day or a better time to re-enter the trade. Yeah, don't go with your gut.
I mean, for you, like you're a long-term investor in NVIDIA, you know, and I don't know what your average cost is, but I know you've been in it for like at least a year, right?
I was. I'm like
Yeah.
out of it now.
Oh
You're
Besides,
my
out of
God.
NVIDIA?
The
Oh my
world's
God, you got
ending.
out.
Oh
Okay,
And
shit.
the bomb got dropped. Here
That's
why it
on
went
down.
AfterWhores.
his name is gonna change. What's it gonna be?
well,
This is fucking
I have
breaking
a
news.
little
Holy
bit.
fuck.
I have a little bit of NVDL, which I've been selling
Yeah.
covered calls on for like a couple of months now.
Wow.
But that's it. Yeah.
So are you in cash? What are you a fucking poser, Jensen boy?
Are you Warren Buffett?
Yeah.
I've got
Not the real,
Jensen
I've got a
not the
good
real,
amount of cash.
not the real Warren Buffett.
I've got a good amount of cash, but I actually have quite a bit of TSLL, which I was selling covered calls on and still am because the IV was like 300% at one point. So
Holy
Oh
shit.
wow.
I've
Yeah.
made more off
Wow.
the covered calls than I've I've profited even though I'm down like 30% on those shares, but the covered calls have been fantastic.
Is that
Theta Daddy.
a lever?
Yeah.
Paid Discord. Link in bio. Also, if you guys are interested, OnlyFans, link in my bio.
Hey.
Jensen boy, TSLL, is that a leveraged play on Tesla?
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it
which
like a bad one? Is it like a bear?
no.
No,
It's a
it's like
bull.
it's long, right? Yeah, it's like what, 2x
Wow.
long?
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Just some
super long.
balls with earnings coming up too. What's
Yeah.
some nuts in
I
this
do
guy?
think Tesla's gonna go back up, man. It's just a matter of time, especially, you know, it's USA stock.
I
It's
told
not
you
gonna be affected as much.
350 by June. I'm telling you.
Yeah, and Jensen boy, you know, Chief is like a very long-term investor in Tesla. He his like average cost is like $12.
Wow.
Yep. 1181.
Like,
But who's
I,
counting?
I still can't believe it.
The 1,000% gain on your portfolio from Tesla or something.
3,000. Yeah.
3,000. Jeez. Wow.
No one's
Yeah.
counting.
The only mistake that I ever made was I had 495 shares and now I only have 320 shares. That was the only mistake I ever made. And fun fact for everyone that talks shit on me, by the way, about my Tesla post, I never, ever bought a single stock in Tesla. I never bought one share.
Solar
I
City.
invested in Solar City, baby.
Oh,
Uh,
you got your
yeah.
Solar City shares converted?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
And double split.
wow.
Hence the cost basis, yeah.
That's so
Dude,
awesome. I love that story. That's your claim to fame, in my eyes.
Amazing. That's just so beautiful to hear. I love that.
All right.
It would have been more beautiful if I would have spent more than $4,000. If I would have spent like 40 grand,
Right?
because then
Yeah.
I'd be like, you know,
A millionaire.
a full-time podcaster.
Yeah, that was the time to use your mortgage.
All right, guys.
That's awesome.
So HUMA it is, right? HUMA it
Right?
is.
Exactly. Are we gonna be thinking like in the next few years, like, oh yeah, Darren got in at $1.60 a share. It's like at
Yeah.
like $180 a share.
Fucking people are
Not
like,
fi-
HUMA. I heard about that on the AfterWhores podcast.
Or the
Not
deal.
financial advice, but I heard the growing dicks.
It's awesome.
Full
All
port.
right. I'm actually a little excited for this next question.
Oh, speaking
'Cause
of
this-
dicks, he's getting excited.
Yeah, it all
Mine's
comes
already out.
it all comes together, you know? Because this question is from Bob Dog.
Do I still have my camera on? The question from Bob Dog. All right.
Bob Dog said, "I'd like to know how big Longwishier's famous dick is. Does that make me gay?"
I'll answer the question.
Wow.
The second part of the question, does it make you gay? It does not, because I'm
Yeah.
also curious and I'm very straight. So I think that's just like, you know, it is what it is. But the first part of the question, how long is it? I mean, it's in his fucking name, right? It's
Right,
long.
yeah. It
Yeah.
can't possibly disappoint.
I think, I mean, he hasn't. So do you guys remember like a month, maybe 5-6 weeks ago, there was a lunar eclipse?
Yeah.
It was like, yeah. Well, I think that was the last time he was hard.
Oh.
Poor guy. Anybody gonna
Yeah.
buy him some hymns? Let's get the guy some hymns.
He doesn't need it. He doesn't need HUMA.
He might.
I don't know. The market's been pretty weak lately. Maybe.
We-
I mean, just saying.
We should
Get him a blue chew, yeah.
send him some in his Patreon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob Dog, that was a great question, man. Do you have anything else you gotta add to that one?
What's
No,
your
I
opinion?
don't. Yeah, thanks for calling me out there. No. I mean, we're talked about stop losses. Long says fuck a stop loss, and he doesn't trade with his gut. He trades with his dick. So I mean, I think it's pretty interesting. How big is this thing?
So
It's enormous, yeah.
I do not use a stop loss.
You
My
don't?
bio used to be fuck a stop
Nope.
loss.
I do not use a stop loss. I make sure that I manage my trades.
Wow.
I don't use one either, to be honest with you. Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
that?
I don't
I
either.
don't use one either.
Okay, cool.
I mean,
Yeah.
technically, your stock can just drop over the weekend, and ain't shit you can do about it. And then if you had a stop loss for it, you probably sell right at market open. So
The only
I
time
do get.
the only
There's a
time I
lot of
use a
pre-market.
stop loss is literally when I'm like, if I'm in like a 0 DTE and I'm going somewhere and I'm up, then I'm like, all right, let me put it fucking 10% or whatever below where I'm at, because I need to run to the store real quick, and hopefully it doesn't hit, and it always triggers, and then it always goes up after. So I'm just never gonna use one again. Yeah, not financial advice.
Right.
All
That's
right,
what I
that
would
was
say. You know,
that,
Hilarious.
I see a lot of stop loss hunting. You know, I day trade SPY, and I see a lot of stop loss hunting happen all the time. And then you can also see it happen every single morning with MicroStrategy. Every morning between
yeah.
4 and 5 a.m. you can see it happen.
oh yeah, it's just following all the trades, all the orders.
Yep, exactly.
Part of the
So I just don't use them. I just don't use
Dude,
stop loss.
that 4 to 5 a.m. is wild. Because I get up and I go to
Mhm.
the gym around that time, and it's fucking wild. Like you'll just see these massive drops or spikes up, and like, what is going on?
Not to brag or anything, but yeah, I get up at 4 a.m. and go to the gym. All right, fuck off, Bob Dog.
It's the only time I can go, man.
Got his
Who the
name
fuck
on.
is this guy?
He is him.
It's
He
his
is.
morning routine. You guys see that morning routine where the guy wakes up with a tape over his mouth and he goes straight to the cold plunge and he goes and jumps in the pool.
Oh, yeah.
He goes to the gym.
Yeah.
That's Bob
I
Dog.
just wake up and jerk off and hope
Yeah,
for the
fucking,
best.
fucking Chiefs going to bed. Bob Dog's like, all right, I'm gonna go run 5 miles now.
Well, like I'm gonna roll a joint and cry myself to sleep while I jerk off. All right.
I cherish my sleep. All right. This next question is by Lando, our man Lando.
Lando.
He
I enjoy
Shout
made a
out to
YouTube
Lando.
channel.
Also,
Yeah,
yes,
he,
follow his YouTube channel.
That
He
kid
also
is
has
going
a
places.
Discord. He is
Yeah,
going
that kid's smart. I enjoy his posts. Definitely follow Lando.
Follow
Well,
Lando.
shit,
Join his Discord.
Yeah.
Follow his YouTube channel. Whatever. Just be involved.
I really wish that I had After Hour at his age, you know. I would probably be doing so much better with my trades. But, you know, it is what it is. All I had was what, Wall Street bets.
Oh my god.
No, I'm
Jesus.
just kidding. I don't really know when I really started investing. You know,
Dude,
I
I
just
would
bought
say
stuff and held on to shares and then they
I would,
died.
I would say I seriously started trading when I found After Hour. Would you say that?
Yeah, I definitely. I would say that's, you know, probably when I was actually buckling down, learning about options and shit.
I would
I
say I was
lost
way
money,
better
but
at
it's
it.
tuition.
I was
Yeah.
way better at investing when I wasn't paying attention to anything.
Dude, that's true too, man. I've gone months sometimes with just holding on to like ETFs or whatever, and
I forgot I
then
had
just
stock.
check it months later, and it's like up like $7,000. I'm like, yeah, cool.
I remember when
So
COVID happened, I had like 30 grand sitting in savings, and I'm like, oh, everyone's bitching about their 401k. I'm like, now I should probably just buy a bunch of like stocks. So I bought like Amazon and fucking Norwegian Cruise Line and Boeing, and fucking I forgot I bought Norwegian. And then like
yeah,
2 years later, I just sold everything for like 80 to 180%. Like it was fucking
Love
pretty
it.
easy.
Love it.
yeah. I have a quick story. My wife, she bought a bunch of Royal Caribbean cruise stocks during the pandemic, and she made like 600%. Like, she bought like $20.
Damn.
I know, right? She like totally like
Yeah.
outperformed me in any trade I've had.
Guys,
That's it.
these
Trading over
stories are gonna
200,
happen
I
again.
think.
Yeah.
These stories are coming again. Tariff
Right.
shit gets fixed. Like you're gonna have the same things. Oh my god, this guy bought HUMA, and now it's
Buy
up
the dip.
7,000%.
They ain't
That's
the only
me.
thing coming, I'll tell you that.
No, but young Ember on After Hour, he has like
Another
50,000
one I
shares of
like.
HUMA. Yeah, he's posting a lot more and stuff. So there's a lot you can learn from his posts.
Yeah, go follow Lil Bro and ask him about HUMA.
Yeah, we'll I hope maybe we'll have him on sometime. I'll reach out. So but back to Lando. Lando, he reminds me of like a wholesome Logan Paul.
A wholesome Logan Paul. I will give you that. Yes.
Anybody else have that? Yeah.
I can see that.
Which one is the one that was filming himself with like the dead people in the trees?
Yeah, it was Logan Paul. So he's
yeah. I mean, I fucking hate the Ball brothers. I mean, Jake's kind of cool because at least he puts his money where his mouth is in as far as boxing. Although he did just fight a fucking 60-year-old guy with Parkinson's. But
Hey man, it's Mike Tyson.
Man, he fucked up the feed, and then their stock went up the next day. Crazy.
Yeah, it's insane.
What's Lando's question? Did we get to that?
Yeah.
Good point. Good point.
Right, he says it's funny. Yeah, he
He's
says,
not even
how do
18.
you?
Let's stop sucking him off. All right.
He said, hey now. All right, so he said, how do you manage margin? So I actually started using margin recently. I was using, I still have it. I have MSTU. That's 3x leverage market strategy. And yeah, like my portfolio, my short-term portfolio is just like it's like a heartbeat every day. It's just up and down, up and down. So you know, once it's in that downwards area, with Robinhood, you can use $1,000 in margin maintenance free. So
That's so cool.
I'll drop like 1,000, you know, and then when it's down, you know, and so far it's gone back up, and I just sell, you know, within the same day for a pretty decent profit, you know. And you can you know, trade stocks on Robinhood as a day trader. You get 3-day trades a week, 3 or 4. I think you could do 4, but I usually just do 3.
No, you can do 3.
Yeah, three in every 5-day period.
Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3 lock. 1, 2, 3 lock. That's how that works.
But
And
if your account is valued at more than 25,000, then you can do as many as you want.
As long as
yes,
it's a cash account, right?
as long as the cash.
No,
No. Yeah,
with a
margin.
with a margin account, as long as the margin account is valued to $5,000 or more consistently throughout the trading session, and it closed the previous session above 25,000, then you can continue to do as many day trades as you want.
My margin account,
I did this.
My margin account has been over $150,000 for as long as it was $250,000 a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And I get day trade alerts every single time I fucking do a day trade. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
I wonder if you have to have 25,000 in cash.
You'll get the alert, but you won't actually get hit with a pattern day trader.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Really? So I could just keep fucking blasting.
Yes, just blast away.
Just leave it in. Just leave it in. All right.
Just come in blasting.
They're gonna keep I ran into that shit too with Fidelity. They kept sending me all this shit like, oh, if you do this, you're gonna be a pattern day trader. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm like, I've got, you know, way over 25,000, not way, but like, you know, I've got like a good amount over 25,000 in my account. Like,
so I've been bamboozled?
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably. Dude, I that's the thing, is it 25?
I'm pretty fucking dumb.
Contact
I'm pretty fucking dumb.
Bro, contact your broker just to make sure, because you don't want to take fucking financial advice from us numbnuts. We're the fucking AfterWhores.
Never financial advice.
Yeah. Contact your broker just to verify it. But I'm pretty sure everybody has the $25,000 rule.
Man, when I get my new HUMA dick, I'm gonna fucking pop some hymns and I'm gonna go into the broker's office and be like, "Listen, motherfucker, I'm gonna flop it right on the desk." I'll be like, "You need to explain this, huh?" I don't use margin, Lando. By the way, I'll answer that. I don't use margin. I don't leverage it at all.
I don't use margin either.
I use it for day trades periodically if I don't have cash, or I use it for selling cash secured puts like on weeklies if I want quick money. But that's it.
Yeah, like for me, like, you know, I have a lot of conviction for MicroStrategy, and like I'm kind of like learning the stock because it's just like it's a crazy stock to have, especially if you have just straight MicroStrategy shares. But that I've decided to start using margin on those dips, and so far they've been paying off. And the worst case scenario is, you know, it doesn't go. You'll have to sell, you know, and to get that $1,000 in margin that you use if it does, you know, drop substantially. But you know, I think it takes a long time, you know, for them to give you margin call over $1,000. But I haven't had that happen yet. So, you know, and you know, MicroStrategy is just a crazy stock to have. So, you know, but I think that Bitcoin is gonna see, you know, its light this year, you know, and you know, I'm very bullish and I have conviction. So I'm just gonna keep, you know, holding on to the shares, you know, unless something, you know, drastic happens. But you know, that's kind of my game plan. It's just to kind of milk MicroStrategy through its, you know, through its parent funds, so to say. Yeah, I got MSTU and I got MSTY. Yeah. Exactly.
So I don't. I don't really care about using margin. I like Robinhood's. It's like 5.75% annual, and like from a numbers game, that's super low on returns you can get if you buy shares and like sell covered calls and shit. So
I'm
I, I
twelve and
don't
a
I
half
don't
percent daily.
no I don't have yeah like that's stupid. Like I
Yeah.
wouldn't do that.
That's
F-
fucking
But like I
insane,
don't
right?
care about
Fidel-
using it. I try
Fid-
not to, but like I'm not worried about it. If I do, if I have good conviction, I'll fucking go balls to the wall.
Love it.
So
Fidelity does like 13.75 or some stupid shit.
Yeah, dude.
That's
E-Trade's
insane.
12 and a half daily.
Yeah, and
Like, I
Fidelity is
can't
daily.
fucking
I
afford
think.
that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
Fidelity is
I,
daily.
I want to call out Fidelity right now because whenever I go to buy stuff, it automatically does it in margin. You have to actually
Mhm.
choose cash instead.
Yep.
You can't change a
So,
setting.
That's
You can't change a
shady.
setting.
No,
no, dude,
you can
that I know
you
of.
change it. You change it at with each trade.
Yeah,
That's
each
fucking
The
trade you have to
Fidelity
change it
mobile
to
app is
cash.
terrible. The
Ugh.
Fidelity mobile app is fucking awful.
E-Trade
For
mobile app
me,
sucks.
it's pretty manageable. I have no problem with the app. It's just that one feature, so to say. It automatically does margin. So I bought all like leaps on margin now, but the thing is, I have cash to pay for it, so I don't even know if it's gonna count that way. But um, yeah, just something I noticed. I bought like because I buy a leap right for cash, and then it'll open up another leap for margin if you buy it through margin on accident.
Jesus.
So yeah, you gotta be careful.
See,
And I usually
this is
I
why I
usually
don't fuck
take
with margin.
I usually take quick trades, like whenever I'm
Like
buying
I said,
stuff, I'm pretty
I'm
quick with
dumb,
it.
so I'll fuck something up. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, do I sell the ones I have on margin now, or are those already covered because I have cash in
Right.
my account? Like,
Ugh.
I don't know, man. But when you
Jensen
go to sell, it'll have your total amount. It won't let you differentiate the ones you have in margin. So I might have to give them a phone call to get that cleared up. Yeah. JensenBoy, you use margin?
his mic's
I
muted. Yep,
used
there
I used a crap ton before
Yeah.
we go.
Trump. Like I literally maxed out my margin.
Yeah.
And then I got completely wrecked because of it. But luckily I got out of it before everything like completely crashed. Which is why
Before you
I'm
got
like,
raped. Oh, I did
yeah.
it.
Which is why when I
No.
see like Hitman and other people who have like 500 or 600K of margin, I'm like, guys, if the market goes south, you guys are gonna like be on the street. Like,
Right.
get out now when it's actually
Wendy's.
green.
Wendy's, yeah. Oh
I'm
my
not
god.
using any margin right now, but I would max it out if we hit a bottom. Like if we drop another 20 or 30%, like back into NVIDIA or Tesla or whatever is on a discount, and just I don't know, take a HELOC out on your house, right?
Yes, sir. So
It
I'm
makes
gonna sell
sense
it.
in those types of situations.
That's where I was, but I didn't do it. It's just I'm a man of
Good.
risk, but you had to draw a line somewhere. You don't want to put your house on the table.
Like
Exactly.
my portfolio is
Yeah,
so fucking asymmetrical beta fucking risk. It's like I can't add any more risk. I don't think I physically can.
Yeah, and we can all take a really big beating, if the market dumps, and in terms of recession and all that stuff. But that's why you gotta hold on to stocks and DCA when you take advantage of these situations that may occur.
But you
That's
see,
why I need HUMA.
that's sort of my hedge with MicroStrategy is if we do go into a recession, perhaps Bitcoin goes up.
Yeah, because the Great
Right.
Depression didn't have Bitcoin, so
Exactly. If there was Bitcoin during the Great Depression, Bitcoin would have gone up.
yeah.
You know.
I agree. That's all I'm
So
saying.
Yeah,
Not
I
financial
think
advice,
we'll.
part of the deal.
part of the deal. Part of the deal.
That's
Oh
right.
my fucking god.
Next question.
Javier P says, "How do I get my money back?"
You go behind a Wendy's dumpster.
Damn.
If you make, you don't even have to make the noise. If you just try to make a high pitched E with your throat, then you don't have a gag reflex. That's how you make your money back, bud.
Indeed, yeah.
Wow.
That's the thing. It depends. Like,
Part of the deal.
does this guy have stocks or options? If he has options, it's kind of screwed, I think.
Yeah,
But if he
RIP.
has
I also
if he has
don't know.
stocks,
I also don't
if he
know,
has
like,
stocks,
how big are his losses? How much capital does he have left?
It's like that, but you don't have to make the noise.
goddamn.
I mean, honestly, if you think about Wendy's, it's not a bad deal. You really don't even have to do much of that work.
Just
You
go to
bend
McDonald's.
over or get on your knees, whichever.
Whoa. You're gonna need HUMA to restructure that butthole, bud.
Well, I hope he gets his money back. I hope he had shares, and I hope he DCA'd, and I hope he had enough conviction for whatever stock he was in. I mean, I guess it depends, like, what stock or stocks he was in, but, with this 90-day pause, I think he has enough time to hopefully, break even at least.
There's no context to the question, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
But I
gotta
love
be
that you're being the
shares.
adult in the room. I love that you're
Yeah.
being the adult in the room. Thank you. Somebody had to
I'm
be.
trying. What is that noise?
That's the noise you gotta
That's
make
fine.
without the gag reflex. You just
Is that the
Ah,
The high pitched D.
a little off topic, but Chief, when are you gonna get your soundboard?
You already have one? It sounds like it.
once I do that long enough to pay for one. God damn it.
I'm sure they got
Who's
like
making that
virtual.
noise? Is that Chief? Is that
Yes.
what's happening?
Yeah, it's me. It's Chief.
His dog is farting and he's putting in the microphone.
Oh god.
Yo, funny you said that, because you guys obviously know the issues I've been having with my dog shitting and puking all over the place, right? He's healthy,
Yeah.
everyone. Don't worry. He's fine. I took him to the vet. He's on antibiotics and everything. He's acting normal. He's been acting normal, eating fine, drinking fine. He just can't stop shitting.
Jeez.
But my girlfriend's here,
You poor soul.
and
You gotta clean up that shit.
my girlfriend's here, and she's laying on the couch with him, and she texted me 10 minutes ago, and she goes, "He's laying across my body and let one rip so foul that my eyes watered."
Oh my god.
No.
So that's my fucking boy.
Oh my
You're my
god.
boy, Blue. Oh man.
Oh.
New Fish is like, I am way too high for this right now.
Yes, but dude, that also means that I am just so fucking great for this right now. It's awesome.
You're in the zone. You're in the zone.
I
all
love it. I
about
want
it.
to continue this for another hour, boys.
Guys, I'm telling you right now, with the amount of questions we have right now, if we go over all of them, that will easily happen.
Let's roll.
Did you take your AirPods out? 'Cause you just got real fucking loud.
Oh no, no. But yeah, for those that don't know, I'm using my AirPods, so if I sound better, that's the reason.
All right, I
But
just automatically adjusted your mic volume down to 30 from 50, so suck it.
what the fuck?
See, dude, if you had a fucking soundboard, bro, you could be like mixing all sorts of shit, putting in so many like different sound bites. Like, we need to look into this.
I will admit that, like, for me, the AirPods, they're like not that comfortable. Like right now, my left ear is just dying. I have to keep like adjusting it. So that's probably what happened.
Yeah, I just got a new pair of just regular AirPods, and it's not the same design as the old AirPod Pros that I had, man. So if anybody's getting AirPods, AirPod Pro, much more comfortable than regular AirPods.
Yes.
Just get a headset and call it a day.
Oh,
yeah,
look at
like I
big
said,
swinging dick over here. I'm
just trying to
to.
I don't know if
Just
you're
trying
going
to-
to invest in HUMA.
We love HUMA.
HUMA me.
Yeah.
What was the fucking question again?
All right. Yeah, let's go. Next question.
That was the how do I get my money back? So everybody, anybody else want anything?
And there wasn't context. There wasn't enough
JensenBoy, you
context.
did you answer how to get the money back? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I'm pretty stoned myself.
There we go. Welcome to my world.
Money back.
See, you can't really answer that because they you don't know if they can sell
I'm
covered
asking the
calls or
same
what.
question myself, so maybe someone can help me.
There's not enough
Okay, all right.
context to the question.
All right, JensenBoy, if you make the E like a high pitched E, mutes the gag reflex. That's how you make your money back, buddy.
All right, cool. Next question.
Tell everybody what I learned today in the AfterWhores podcast.
That
Did
is
you guys
advice.
want like an honest answer to that question? Or?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
In this market, you have to suck Long's dick, or or you need to wait until the market bottoms and then buy. Leverage your way back in.
All right, so join
Yeah,
Long's
that's
was
a great
here's
idea.
join his Patreon or wait for it to leak on After Hour. The play.
And practice that E sound.
Sort of a joke. I think Long is gonna kill me if I give my honest opinion on his Patreon.
Oh wow.
He made JensenBoy his own pay tier.
I saw
No.
it was like it was $69. Wasn't
Oh yeah,
What?
it? Yeah, I remember that. That was awesome.
just for you.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
I actually canceled my subscription 10 days ago. So.
Oh damn.
He's like, fuck this.
Well, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but the last few months, he's been off a lot. Which he has a 70% win rate. I'm sure he loses sometimes, but there were a lot of losses, and I followed a few of them. I didn't lose a lot because I didn't put a bunch in, but I was I might as well just stick to my own convictions. So
You should always stick to your own convictions. That's important. That is financial advice, people. Unless you're an idiot, then don't stick to your convictions. You gotta be honest.
If
You gotta be able to look into.
do not stick to your conviction.
You gotta be able to look yourself in the mirror and be honest with yourself.
yeah, I mean, I don't know what your guys' experience was, but there was Rivian and Robinhood. There are a number of things that didn't go the right direction. I mean, he was also
Rivian was
right.
the last loss I think I remembered, but I haven't followed really.
I've been part of that. I've been following a lot of his stuff too, and yeah, I kind of I don't know. His timing's interesting because the last couple trades he's bought, then the stuff's gone down, but then it eventually comes back, and he makes money. But you almost have to pick your own entries and when you're gonna sell. Because I did the whole Rivian thing too, but it was up 20% or something. So I sold. I was like, I'm not playing earnings. I'm good. And then he held the earnings and they shit the bed.
Oh
I
man,
think
that
he said
sucks.
not to hold through earnings though.
He did. So I think you
I-
kind of just pick your own thing.
Yeah.
It's not just to follow blindly.
Well, he
Yeah,
got
he's like, what if I inverse myself?
he got
He did.
he got Whirlpool puts the other fucking week, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And then
They
that
hit.
one didn't work out so well.
They beat
either.
earnings.
They hit.
Wait, was that a week ago? Oh my
No,
god.
that was like 3 weeks ago.
Longer, right? Yeah.
4
Okay.
weeks
I'm like,
ago.
oh my god, that might have a some sort of time capsule right now.
Because I remember he
Yeah.
posted, he's like, boomers aren't letting this one fucking fall. And then a couple days later, it went down. And I'm pretty sure he was pretty profitable on them.
Yeah, it
I could
lagged
be wrong.
behind pretty much. The SPY was dropping and Whirlpool was staying up, so he was probably just like, you know what? Because the joke was, he's long was here, and people call him Long Washer, so he put his anger out on Whirlpool.
Part of the deal.
And that's that.
That's funny.
All right. The next question is from H10 Gauge, and it's not really a
my
question.
boy H10 Gauge. Give you a shout out.
Yeah,
What up, man?
it's not really a
with that
question.
dude.
It's not.
Go ahead. What do you got?
Yeah.
Someone
sorry,
fucking
it's
talk,
not,
please.
Yes. It's not really a question though, so I'll make it into the form of a question. I love a trading psychology segment.
Sounds like a whole episode.
Right?
That is absolutely a whole episode.
I really don't know, man. How much can you talk about trading psychology?
A lot. We can do,
we can talk it.
we can do
like
an entire
us, we
episode
can-
on that.
You
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
send them to orangutan army for that.
Oh God, I will not promote OA.
Yeah, I hop on their Discord and you know, I don't do any of the trades, but I just kind of listen and just see what they're doing. They're always trading futures, you know, and
Oh my god.
God, I hate futures.
Hey, I
It's
got a
just-
$7,000 course if you want to take it. I can teach you.
I'll sign up. Yeah, sign me up. Where do I pay?
That's
Do it right
that's
now.
one futures trade.
You give me $7, I'll show you how to lose money.
Just like
Yeah,
this.
'cause, Allie blew her port, right? She's gone. Like she's disappeared.
Yeah, that's what I
No,
heard.
I,
I heard.
I actually saw her goodbye post on the orangutan army.
Oh, she left?
Just
Oh
Discord.
damn, that's too bad.
Yeah, she was
she
just
was
like,
really
you know,
good.
I can't do this anymore.
No, but so she was good, but she played it was only Apple, NVIDIA, and SPY, and they all trade together. So like, if you're just buying calls on all three of them, and like one goes down, they're all going down.
Right.
Like there's
yeah,
two like
she kept being bullish, you know, and
yeah.
Yo, NVIDIA held SPY up for a bit. I remember that. JensenBoy,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
when you were asking me for my fucking chief astrology takes, which I have no idea what the fuck I was doing, by the way, but it worked. But
Did you use AI to write those, dude? Because you seriously sounded like semi-knowledgeable.
yeah, I'm not.
You were just like throwing around these TA terms, like just out of the blue.
Well, I mean, I'm a quick learner, but I'm
Part of
fun.
the deal.
He's smarter than he
Part of
tries
the
to
deal.
pretend. He's
Part of
smarter
the
than he acts.
It's easy to regurgitate information.
Exactly. I just use buzzwords and pretend like I know what I'm saying.
That's hilarious.
All right, next question. This is from I'm an idiot.
That dude cracks me up. I love that username.
Great segue.
This is for you, Fish. How fast can fish swim?
We need to define the environment.
Obviously, not fast enough to time the market.
Obviously.
I picture you in a pond like a fucking sperm going to an egg, man. You know what I mean? Just fucking darting around, just fucking flying right there.
Bro, when I was on that cruise a couple weeks ago, man, jeez, that was the
You just
fucking
almost-
best.
You
Or
just
last
almost just
week, I
jumped over.
guess. Oh, dude, man, I needed to be with my people, man.
Yeah.
No, I think I decided I'm a cruise person at that point. Like,
Really?
yeah, man, I need to be on the water, dude. I'm here on the water right now, man. I told my wife earlier today, I was looking out at the water and like all of a sudden, like all the anxiety just left, all the tension left. And I was like, no wonder I had such a good time on their fucking cruise. I was like, I think
I
I'm a
love
cruise
that, dude.
person. Yeah.
I hate the
Dude,
idea
water
of a
like
cruise.
mellows you out.
Yeah, man. And that's weird for me because like my ADD and anxiety levels are like through the fucking roof.
That's what mountains do to me.
I feel
Like
you.
I'll
Dude.
fucking hike up a mountain and there'll be like wind blowing and I'll have a nice view and I'll just see trees like the fucking leaves dancing and I'm like, wow, life doesn't suck.
Right? Like, I used to go hiking all the time. Anyways, this has nothing to do with the fucking question about how fast.
But
can
it does.
swim.
But it does.
It has everything to do with the question.
I feel like
It's
the
deeper than you
conversation-
thought, bitch. It's philosophical.
I feel like I was about to say. I feel like the conversation just went to a place like we should all be on mushrooms having this conversation.
Are you trying? How fast are you trying to swim away from yourself?
That's the mushrooms question, bro. That's the
I told you.
mushrooms question.
I'll eat an eighth and someone has to control the fucking screen, but I'll tell you what calls to make. We'll watch a chart.
I love this. I absolutely love
Someone
this.
control it, but I'll be tripping my
Does
balls.
that work? Is that gonna work?
I'm willing to find out.
We'll find out. Yeah.
Yeah, let's
I
find out.
have no idea. All right. I'm in.
We'll do a poll about this on After Hour.
You know it's going to be
But-
overwhelmingly a yes.
Well, you're probably gonna see things that like normal people wouldn't on a chart. You're gonna see fucking crazy ass patterns and like,
I'll know
Maybe
where
you will
it's
get some
going.
good insights.
I'll know where it's going. But here's
Yeah.
the thing, all right? If we can't if we do that, someone we're gonna have to pool money, and someone's gonna have to actually make the trades that I'm calling.
Wow.
But we'll pick one ticker, and we'll just pull up a chart, and we'll go from there.
All
see
I
right,
what
love the
happens.
idea so much.
what sort of a dollar level are we talking about for like per share?
I mean, it depends. Whatever ticker you guys want, I don't know. We'll just see what the options are trading at.
All right. Oh, we're gonna do options.
What do you think I am?
I love it. I love it. I'm in. I'm in. I'm definitely in. Oh yeah, dude. I'm in for a couple $100 on this. Absolutely.
This is gonna be great. Jensen
Yes.
boy.
This is going to be fucking fabulous. Oh my. Yeah. No, I'm in for like $300-400. Definitely.
So are we-
Damn, I kind of want to match it because it sounds fun.
Right? Yeah, dude. I'm definitely gonna do this in my port.
I'll send you guys money. I'm just not gonna be able to execute the trades.
Oh, we're gonna do it live. Well, then it has
Oh,
to be
shit.
during.
This
It has to
sounds
be
great,
during
actually.
market hours. Has to be during market hours then.
It can't be any
think-
worse than like trying to trade right now, anyway. So like,
No,
You think
I
I'm
know,
afraid
right?
to
Gonna
trip my
work.
balls off at 9:30 in the morning, Fish?
I love it. I love your conviction. Oh my god, this is amazing.
Like smoke signals and shit.
Oh man,
Ooh, all right.
yes.
Is that racist?
No, it's just what you see on the chart. You see the smoke signals.
Is that because I'm Native American? Aaron?
Yes, it
Aren't
is.
you? Are you like
Yes, it is.
10%?
You're goddamn right. Art of the deal.
Sorry, Bill.
never stops.
Oh, I'm way too stoned for this, and I love it.
they're eating the dogs.
Hey, the dogs.
Oh man! All right,
Fuck. All right, next question.
all right. So wait, no, hold on,
Did we-
hold on. So
did we answer
I
the
just want to
question?
make sure. Well, we need to make sure we answer my question because now I have a question. I want to make sure that we're clear about this. Chief, you're gonna eat an eighth of shrooms
Correct.
during the day. Like you'll get up at like 8:30 so that it's starting to hit you when the market opens, and you can like.
I will
eat.
get up. I will be
like,
tripping balls off. Yeah.
All right, I fucking love it,
All right.
and then we will fucking.
I'll send you a picture of my pupils.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
I believe you. All right, dude. Yeah. So, and then we can just we can just do the trade. I love it. I'm in. Bob Dog,
I'll
what
be able to see everything.
do you
Dude.
think about this?
Dude, I'm down to throw away some money. I don't give a shit. Let's
Insider
do it.
trading.
I love it. I'm
Let's
totally
do it.
Sounds like you're down to
Market
make some
makers
money.
are so confused.
Oh, I'm gonna inverse the inverse of the inverse.
No, man, I need you to find the next Hertz. That's what you need to do. Where's the Hertz?
Where's the
Well,
Hertz?
that's
Dude,
the
that
thing. We're
stock
gonna
had
have to.
absolutely. That stock had absolutely no business popping 54% in 2 days, simply because one institution fucking bought it. Like,
Yeah, that's going down.
ridiculous.
We are gonna have to pick like 3 to 4 tickers and stick between those 3 or 4, unless I have some kind of revelation.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
What'll happen is myself, Bob Dog, and Darren will each bring a ticker.
And Jensen Boy will bring another. Okay,
I love it.
Okay, sure.
let's do it.
Jensen Boy, you're in?
I'll throw maybe a couple hundred in. Sure.
Yes. All right, cool.
Let's
So
go.
we'll all go in for like one contract. I love it.
Let's go. All right.
Yeah.
I'd say let's
This
do
is-
it tomorrow, but I think it's Saturday.
Yes. Well, the market was closed today too, so
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Fuck.
fucking Jesus is coming back again. Yeah.
uh, this will give you time to. This will give you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's gonna roll back the rock, dude. This this will give you time to acquire what you need.
I already have it.
Yeah, I know that answer.
That's what God invented mason jars for. What's the next question?
So Bad Judgment said, "Can we drive the market down again? I want more dippies when I get paid."
How
Yeah.
much lower
So,
do you want it?
I'm sure it can happen. Yeah, I mean, you know, with all
so
this tariff talk, people are scared. So
Wait for Trump to fart.
Spy. There's a
Or,
possibility that Spy could drop to 480.
Again,
Oh God.
There,
Again.
there's a possibility that supply could drop to 480.
I think
if that
it
happens,
to
that's bad.
400.
And that's when you buy, right?
if that happens, I'm
Is
going.
that, is that our
fucking-
bottom?
I'm going long.
You guys think only 480? I feel like 400 is possible.
Oh no. I mean, like at 480, I don't know what happens. You know, like 480, maybe we can try to recover, but probably not, and most likely drop even more, like you're saying.
Yeah, that is like the next zone with a lot of volume, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And then below
Yeah.
that, I mean, yeah.
And Chief will be on
Below
shrooms
that,
at the time.
what was that? What was that? What was that E? That
that was the
that'd be Spy 400.
that's
Okay. He's squeezing.
Gotta pay that
shit.
mortgage, dude.
Oh my god.
You're right. Can't lose the house. I'll teach my. Oh my god! All right, go. What's the question?
Holy
What's the
shit,
next question?
dude. Are you sure you want
We need to fucking. We're coming up on 2 hours. We gotta wrap this up.
Okay. Yeah.
Great.
Oh, Dad, come
I
on,
mean-
just a little bit more.
I mean, these next questions could go on to the next episode if
Let's do
you
it.
want.
Yeah, we
You're-
should do that.
Yeah, we'll push them off.
We're pushing them off. All right. There are some good questions though. Like
and we're gonna keep them. Don't. All right. Yeah. Do it. Actually, do it.
do what?
Let's do one more.
Give a teaser.
Let's do one more.
Okay. I'll do this one. From John. With the creation of AI models like DeepSeek, how long before most trades are done by completing competing AI algorithms instead of people? What
Well, most already
consequences-
are. They already are.
Yeah, what
That's the-
consequences flow from this happening?
That the ones that you're seeing. That's the question that I literally said because you sent that to us in the group chat, and I made a fucking meme with the astronauts looking at space, and I was like, "You mean it's all algos? Always has been."
Yes.
For real, I feel like this is already happening. There are people actually trading, but it's all algorithms.
What's the
Yeah.
percentage? I think it's over 80% of trades are like automated at this point. Like it's
Oh.
most of it.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
Intel's even making trading bots. You know what I mean?
And-
Like,
Yep, there's
Fucking
AI
hotcakes.
trading bots. Absolutely.
And I think what people mess up is they're like, how do I beat it? And like you can't. Like you can't trade millions of dollars in half a second. Like
Yeah.
like
you got to swim like fish.
you
That's
do.
right. That's
You gotta
right.
swim.
Slow, baby.
But you're not gonna beat it. Like go with the trend. I mean,
It's not your HUMA penis. You're not gonna
Oh,
beat
Have
it.
you guys have you guys heard of Aladdin? The
Yeah.
AI
The-
system.
yeah,
from,
BlackRock.
always
It's
posting
BlackRock.
about
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
BlackRock.
yes.
That's the big one. As we all know,
Yeah,
BlackRock
Token has done a
owns
big
everything.
TD on that.
Yeah.
We're not talking about
Yeah.
the movie.
Which one?
Aladdin.
No. We're gonna make our own AI named Jasmine.
Yeah, Aladdin is an AI model that
Oh.
BlackRock uses for all its trades.
It
And
does like
just-
the most
just-
trades of anything.
Yeah, it just goes through all companies and just buys and sells, like it's like fractions of seconds and shit like that. Like,
Like when you see
BlackRock
SPY go up
and fuck higher
$4 in a second, yeah, that's that.
Wow.
yeah, and it's just buying all sorts of like companies, and that's the thing. Like BlackRock, like they may not like own a lot of actual companies, but they're invested like
They own the
percentages in
entire
a lot of
world.
companies. For real, it's like
They were
When they
trying to
made the
buy the docks
company-
at the Panama Canal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
yeah, whenever they
Imagine
whenever
how
they made
fast
that
you can swim in
company-
there, fish.
Bro, that was gonna be
Yeah.
like 80 million or something, or 80 billion or something.
yeah, like
Billion sounds closer. Yeah.
Yeah.
this was their business strategy when they made the company. Just like, what if we just buy everything? What if we just invest in everything?
Where the fuck do you get the money? You know what I mean? Like, where's the?
People's retirement accounts. It's like
Yeah.
Vanguard.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're
so they get a
gambling
bunch of
everyone's money.
investment, pretty much. Yeah, and then but it worked. A lot of stocks gone up, and the value went up, and yeah, I mean
Better,
it worked.
better
But
than
that
Kathy
was the
Wood,
thing.
huh?
Just she's having a hard time.
If you guys do want to, if you want to go down a nice rabbit hole, like start looking at who has the most shares of BlackRock and shit, and then who has the most shares of that company, and like you can go down a pretty cool rabbit hole.
It
I'm
all
not
comes
gonna, I'm
back
not
to
gonna,
maybe
yeah, I'm
Well,
not spilling
anything
the
off the
beans,
top
but
of anything off the top of your head, like an example, like that
Israel.
sounds pretty. Is it Israel?
Wow.
Everything is.
Shit.
Not
That's the
saying
thing.
one thing one way or another. I'm just saying.
So you're saying Israel owns a lot of BlackRock? I know that Larry Fink, well, he's a Jewish guy, right?
Israel owns America.
No, they're invested in America. And I'm sure they have a lot of push on.
Well,
certain
I guess
things.
we pay our owners a lot of dividends.
Yeah. But that's the thing, man. Just BlackRock. That's all they do. They
That's
just
American.
Yeah.
Speaking of
They
which,
just invest in everything.
America better be careful with China, because the Chinese own so much American debt. If they dumped it, it would be catastrophic, possibly, for our economic system.
Yeah, that's the nuclear option.
It is.
They
And
won't do that because
thankfully,
that'll blow the entire world up.
Xi is trying to stay away from that, but if he's pushed, who knows?
You know what? What I wish is that we all just come together and do a jubilee. You don't know what that is?
Like a kumbaya?
Like a
No,
powwow.
it's when you honor debt. Like debt is just paid off pretty much. It's just gone. Like, and that used to happen every 7 years in biblical times. Like every 7 years there's a reset, like a great economic reset, and the debt is just gone. Just think of that'd be badass for everybody. It would.
It'd be nice.
But now we're just paying interest on everything, and the interest is more than the actual yearly payment of debt and all that. It's just spiraling out of control. So I call for a jubilee, and let's all just forgive each other's debts and try again.
United Cucks of America. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Hey, if that's what it takes.
Fucking sellouts left and right. It's a fucking total joke. It's and people could be like, oh, we'll fucking leave, whatever, blah blah blah. That's not the point. The point is, if you live somewhere or love something, right, or care about something, you should be allowed to be critical of it. That's what I don't understand with people. Like they get so fucking butthurt and mad anytime you criticize. It's like I care. That's why I'm critical of it, because it can be better and needs to be better, and it's not.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, just a heads up, my phone battery is gonna die soon, but it holds on pretty strong. Just in case I cut out, just to let you know.
That's what you get for not having an Apple.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
We're
I
about
got
to
the
do something I
AirPods.
never do and wrap it up anyway. So
Hey. Wrap it up.
oh god. All right, that was a
Great.
really fun one. That was a long one. JensenBoy, thank you so much for joining us and sticking around with our fucking stupid
Nonsense.
bullshit.
Fun.
You had fun.
Yeah, I need some of this in my life. I mean, the market's been absolute dog shit.
Facts.
Other stuff has,
100%.
Levity is important, people.
Yeah, spend
I love
time
the
with
deal.
kids, go on a cruise like Fish,
Mhm.
become a Bible scholar like Darren.
Yep. Do a high pitched E like Chief.
Darius.
Darren, how do you even know that, man? I was super impressed, actually.
What?
The Jubilee thing.
Yeah, dude.
So go, I did.
Back in biblical times, every 7 years they did a jubilee.
His fucking battery's gonna run out.
What does the Bible say about usury, by the way? I just asked out of curiosity. I'm not sure. I never read it.
You're kidding.
Anyway.
You definitely.
Chief doesn't read.
I can't read. I don't know how.
All you know how to do is make smoke signals.
Whoa, again.
Hey, got him.
Whoa. I could also build a thing.
See?
I could also get. Well, never mind. All right. Thank
All
you,
right, so
everyone,
hey,
for
yeah,
joining.
so when are we doing this this shroom trade? This is going to be fun and interesting. I can't do it on a Tuesday. I can't do it on Tuesday or Wednesday. But other than that, I'm good.
I'll take a Friday off because I'm gonna need to recover.
Friday works. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
I'll take maybe. Oh, I can't fucking this upcoming Friday. God damn it. Next Friday, we'll call it.
All right, it's a
so-
date. It's a
Can I-
date.
Can I just be
Let's
the
go.
voice of reason for a sec?
Please.
Chief, why are you trading on shrooms, man? Like, how is that gonna help you in any way?
Goldman Sachs listening to this right now. Like,
Can't be any
I
worse.
think he's not trading. We're just gonna give him a stock, and he's gonna say,
I'll tell you when to
This
get in
is
and out,
chart.
baby.
yeah, when to get in and out.
Oh my
I'm the
god,
director.
guys. Are we seriously trusting a guy on shrooms for
Yes.
Yes, with this
it
market,
can't be worse
hell
than
yes.
than normal trading right now.
Also, what are we doing?
I
what are we doing?
I bet you.
Are we
I
swing
bet you.
trading
I will
it,
beat
or
it.
are we day
I bet
trading
you.
it?
I will beat MPO.
that
Oh,
I
wow.
can do, because
You can shit in a box and do that.
All right, so dude, I'm gonna give you Spy. Let's do Spy.
Let's do Spy. May 2nd. Book it.
all right.
I
I'll
love
do
it.
QQQ.
Oh, this is gonna
You
be
guys have to be nice to
fun.
me though, because
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
you know how it is.
are we doing this? Are we gonna just hop on this and do the trade?
Fuck, we'll figure it out before May 2nd. I know that.
Yeah, we will. I think.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're gonna have to record some of it and maybe edit some of it down for a show.
Yeah, I mean, we won't do it live. I mean, we could do it live, I guess, but that might be weird. And that's also not to
That
say
would
that
make it
around
weird.
10:30, I might not be like, yo, I gotta fucking go somewhere else. So we'll see what happens. I don't know.
Right.
I will tell you this,
Dude.
Jensen boy, because since you asked that question, I am very capable on copious amounts of mushrooms.
I believe it, man. I wouldn't believe it from many people, but for you, I believe it.
I appreciate you. I appreciate your fuck, there's a word I'm trying to use. I just can't think of it because I don't read.
His
I'm
confidence. in you.
still very novice on mushrooms. I've tried them.
You tried
recently.
the chocolate bars, right?
I love
yeah,
them.
the chocolate. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
no,
chocolate
I'll
bars.
give you. I'll send you a picture of this fucking. Yeah, I'll send you a picture.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got
surprising.
the full mushrooms. Well, it's from the earth, So
Yeah.
Bro, there's a stem the size of my forearm in there.
damn, dude,
Jesus Christ.
that's ridiculous.
Go get a fucking
yeah,
hatchet to get that shit down.
It's just blue and like it looks like a dick. It looks like a HUMA. So,
Ah.
If your dick is blue, I advise
who
you to
my
go
dick?
see a doctor.
with the veins. Oh fuck! I forgot to take my cock ring off. And with that, thank you everyone for joining the AfterWhores episode 4 featuring JensenBoy. Once again, appreciate you coming on, man. It was a pleasure.
Guys, maybe I can come around more often.
Please do.
I
I would love for you to come all over. Yeah. Oh god. All right.
Alright,
Fuck
guys.
it. Not financial advice. Or
No. Or the deal.
They're eating the
see you, boys.
dogs.
Thanks for
Good
tuning
night.
into the Afterwhores, everyone.
JensenBoy,
Yeah,
I love you.
I love you too. Thanks, man.
Let's go. It was that easy. See, Darren. You see how easy that was? Fuck.
Wow, that was impressive.
I love all you guys.
We love you too,
Aw.
Jensen.
Love you too,
boy.
Jensen boy.
You're the only
My
real
heart
connection
goes out to you.
in After Hours.
Love that. Love
Brother,
There's
I'm with
big-
you.
Most people
I
are.
hugged my monitor.
are full of shit. If Sir Jack is listening, we gotta clean it up, man. It's garbage.
Ooh, spicy. I like it.
Spicy tamale.
And I don't know if I disagree, but I also think the macro environment might be playing an impact on that. But also, there's a lot of fucking idiots that came from Reddit. I mean, I came from Reddit, and I'm an idiot. But
Yeah, should know.
Yeah,
There's bigger
me
idiots.
too.
tried
It's
to
a
offer
bit-
value, you know.
It's a
People are just
it's a
assholes.
it's a bigger problem nowadays than when you and I joined, Chief.
Yeah, it's
It's a
It's
much
not,
bigger issue. It's gotten me to spend less time on the app.
same.
Sure.
I'm
For
tired of trying to police, you know.
yeah, for
Yeah.
me though, it's about who you follow. You know, it's just like your Facebook. You know, like whoever you follow on your Facebook, that's gonna be the experience you have. So
But there's
I don't
engagement
use
issues, man.
I don't use the For You page. I just use the follow. You know, and
It's not even the posts, it's the comments. Like people just fucking want to see you lose money or they want to make a dick out of you for no reason. It's like,
Yeah, I have people
Yeah.
telling me that I'm posting false information when I'm literally posting what I'm watching on the news pop up. You know, that's like this just happened.
here's
Like,
the link, fake news. Or the
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm so, like it's just you know like like I stopped posting signals a while ago because like I signaled to like a losing trade. Like, dude, not everybody hits 100% of the time. And somebody then accused me of fucking running a pump and dump, and I'm like, you're a fucking asshole. Like,
Yeah, let me pump and dump
Yeah.
spy because I have that kind of
Yeah,
power. Fuck you.
exactly.
yeah, do that.
Right.
Oh fuck. All right, well, that's that, and I am going to take this cock ring off. So you guys have a good evening.
I can't
Peace
even
out,
tell us
everybody.
serious.
Have a good night.
Yeah. I'll send you a picture of that too. Bye.
I'm good, man.
Oh, thank you.
All right.